Hey, I got a question for you. What's something that never gets old and doesn't break the bank? Thrifting. We at Goodwill. Let's go inside and see what we can find. Now, for those who are new to the channel, welcome. I am the MCM Hunter, and I tried to find vintage, remodern, and vintage furniture in the most unforeseen places. And today, we're checking off Goodwill. Now, when shopping in Goodwill, I like to have a plan. I like to look at 4 main sections. 1, furniture. 2, vases. 3, glassware, and that's where I can find like Pyrex and anchor hocking and thing. And then 4, books. I like to find like vintage coffee table books. So let's get started now. So starting my hunt actually in the glassware section, notable brands to look for: Pyrex, obviously, Anchor Hocking's a good brand, and Corningware. Look for those 3. You can flip those for profit every time. Now, quick tip when looking in the glassware like I am right now, look for patterns. Patterns it gets you by. They're true, and if you find the right pattern, there's a lot of value. Now, from a patterns perspective, I didn't find too many. They were more newer, like not the vintage Pyrex and Corningware and anchor hocking patterns that you usually see. They were more of like the Corel, the newer patterns, but I did find something. Let me show you about it right now. So I did find 2 of your anchor hocking oven baking, what are those, dishes, containers, and they have a cool vintage amber feel to them. Definitely gonna pick those 2 up. I didn't see a price. Hold on, let me get the price for you. $5.24 for both of them. $5.24 a piece. Not too terrible. You probably get 10 or 15 bucks if you put it in the booth, but there you go. Starting off the day, not too bad. Found something else. This cool Fire King plate. Fire King was another brand that I forgot to mention. Fire King is also a good brand to look out for. Just this cool orange iridescent color. $3.24 on that. Probably going to charge 5 to 10 bucks. These aren't going to make you tons of profit, but they keep things moving. And if you continue to buy and find a lot of these for cheap, you will make a little profit on these items. So other than those 3 items, I think I'm going to move on to from the glassware to the second stop, which I usually go to the vases. I'm looking for one particular item, and that's the Swan glass vase. I found a couple of these in the thrift store before, and they're worth a lot of money, so let me see if I can find one now. Yeah, not really finding too much right now. More or less, it's more like just kind of newer items. So not really finding too much, but let me keep looking. Yeah, not really finding too much. Hey, that when finding swan glass vases, those are pretty difficult to find. So you just gotta keep looking, keep being persistent, and like everything, if you keep doing something, you will find whatever you need. All right, next up, I'm going to the book section. Like I said before, looking for those not rare, but cool coffee table books. Artists, art, architecture, design, all that's in play here. So let's see what we can find. Leave a comment down below if you remember these books. I used to always love when the new volume came out and you got to see the difference between the old world record and the new world record, but blast from the past right there. Yeah, so didn't find too much. I found, that Guinness World Record book gave me a blast from the past, but other than that, not too much else. So sorry, I'm like looking for stuff while walking. But moving on to my next find. not my next find, but my next area, which is the furniture section. I usually like finishing off with the furniture section. Kind of gives me something to look forward to. So let's head there now, see what we can find. So finding things in the furniture section at the thrift store is, I would say, it's very difficult. Even though I've actually found a $4,000 item twice. I'll leave a tag right here if you want to go watch that video. But overall, it's pretty difficult. So let's see if we can get lucky today. So just spotted the small vintage love seat right there. A little new. I would say it's probably like from the 90s, early 90s, rather than like the early 70s or 60s. But hey, that's the type of stuff you end up finding at the thrift store. But it's not terrible, you know, but that's just not what we're looking for. Now here is what I am talking about. Stay with me. You gotta stay with me. And before I show you, if you're interested in more finds at the thrift store, subscribe to my channel. I go to thrift stores, antique stores. I do it all and look for mid-century, modern, and vintage furniture. So please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Now let's look at this find. Now look at this dresser slash chest of drawers slash whatever you want to call it behind me. Really cool piece. Look at the shape, the pulls. I would say it's more mid-century rather than mid-century modern. But hey, stylistically, it has it all. Now, this piece of furniture is made by the West Michigan, golly, I'm struggling. West Michigan Furniture Company. The thing is, what I like most about it is like the top drawer is way different. Like it's way more vibrant and it stands out from the bottom drawers. Few issues, missing some drawer pulls down there. The thing is, there's no price on it. Let me see if I can ask to see if there's a price. Probably someone took it and they're going to purchase it. But hey, it never hurts to ask, right? Yep, found out that the price was actually, it fell down behind it. They want $125, which I think I'm going to pass on. That's probably what I can get for it in the condition that it is. But hey, that's a pretty rare find in a thrift store, especially Goodwill. But let me make one final round, see what else I can find, and then we'll go from there. I just, on my final look around, I just found something else really cool. Look at these vintage walking sticks right here, like the duck head on that one. There's a horse head, and then this one right here with this just steel ball right here. $13 a piece, which is, I would say, is pretty expensive. They're not in the best of condition, but that's something rare that you don't see at the thrift store. I'm telling you. Look at this. Oh, this head's falling off, but how about that? Hey, but I think that's it. I think I'm gonna pick those two anchor hocking glass dishes or whatever. Those actually sell pretty decently in the booth, and then I'm gonna get that other glass bake orange iridescent dish that probably sells well, and that looks good. You know, it's a good I wouldn't say, I hate to say statement piece, but it's a good additional piece to have in the booth. But like I said, if you're interested in seeing me find a $4,000 item at a thrift store, check this video out right here. And unfortunately, this is the end of the video. And like always, peace.